Good morning, or good afternoon, because it's 12:30. Last night was such a good night of sleep. It was only 5 hours, but it was cold. Like, I had 2 layers of covers on, and I even had to turn the fan away from me. It was so amazing. When I woke up this morning, I went to the bank, and they got me a new debit card within like 5 minutes, which was fantastic. And then I went ahead and drove to my next destination, which is the town that my Renaissance Festival costume designer lives in. And I started with the library. It is old and so cute. I feel like I stepped back in time. I love it. But now it's lunchtime. So I am sitting in my car making lunch. There we go. So I do have knives in the back of my car, but I already sat down and I'm being lazy, so I'm using a carrot to spread the ranch on my wrap. And you know, part of the thing with this trip was that there was going to have to be sacrifices. And top-notch food and lunches was one of those sacrifices. So literally my wrap is a wrapped turkey and ranch. And my side item will be carrots and ranch. And then I'll go back into the library because I don't have any other food in my car right now. And I don't feel like driving anywhere else. But I don't really care because I think about like all the really, really awesome meals I have had, like the meal I had yesterday at lunch, or, just stuff like that. So it's worth it. Give, you take, make sacrifices, whatever. So I'm going to eat lunch outside in my car and watch some TV on my tablet. And there's like this nice breeze and the sun is shining and I'm not sweating, and I might be falling in love with Woodstock, Georgia. I didn't know that was possible, but I think it's happening. After lunch, I went back into the library for another 3 hours or so and caught up on some stuff, YouTube and expenses and stuff like that. And then I got a nice hot shower at Planet Fitness, and now I'm headed to my Renaissance Festival costume designer's house. And I'm going to have dinner with her and her family and meet her for the first time, which is really exciting because we met on Etsy like 2 or 3 years ago, and we've only talked through like text and phone and stuff. So I'm really excited to get to meet her and see her workspace and stuff because she is an artistic genius. So I'm pretty stoked. So this vlog is probably going to be a lot like the Montgomery vlog, where there just wasn't really a whole lot happening, or it was like 3 days put into one video, stuff like that. Because I'm going to be enjoying myself and having a really good time with friends, but it's not necessarily something that I am going to be documenting. So we will see, and I'll update you if something happens. Good morning. I am sitting outside at a Starbucks, and I cannot tell you the last time I got to sit outside without melting. So once again, Woodstock is doing right by me. I had a delicious breakfast. Who knew that Starbucks had like really awesome like breakfast sandwiches and stuff? Also, my breakfast this morning was courtesy of my aunt and uncle because they gave me a Starbucks gift card when I left. Yesterday when I got to her house, my costume designer's house, I got to watch her work, which might sound like incredibly boring to you, but I was like in awe. Her work is art, and watching her do it is like watching art being created. I love it. And I met her family and got to hang out with them and chat with them a little bit. She's got great kids, great family, sweet, sweet dog. And I was asleep by 11:30. On record, the earliest I've been to bed since this trip started. And I slept for a full 8 hours. Again, on record, the longest that I have slept straight through since I left for this trip. So that was pretty fantastic. And yeah, we just like chatted the whole night. So it was really nice. And then today, later, I'm going to go out to lunch with a friend and then just hang out at the house with her and help her pack her car and stuff and get ready for the shoot tomorrow. So yeah, just kind of chill, not like the adventuring type stuff that I've been doing, but equally as fun and interesting and different and new. And I am just loving being outside right now without sweating or hiking or anything like that. I just get to sit and be outside, which is pretty fantastic. So that's where I'm at the moment. I will update as things happen. I am in Marietta, Georgia, and I'm walking around Marietta Square with a friend. But while doing that, I found another friend. Butch! Stop distracting the cat. Butch! Hi, this is Butch. Leave it to me to find a cat while I travel. Alright, so I'm sitting in sitting in Marietta Square, still in Georgia. And after we walked around and stuff, we had some pizza, and then we went to like one of these little shops, and I found my all-time favorite. Oops, that was backwards. I found my all-time favorite, Bean Boozled. And if you've seen some of my other stuff on my other channel, you know that I've played this game twice before, both times with children. But now I'm playing with an adult, and they say the rules are we're not allowed to spit it out. So we're gonna see how well that goes, because I definitely spit out the ones that I don't like. So wish me luck. All right, the fate I'm looking at is dead fish, strawberry banana smoothie, or barf or peach, because we're not sure which is which, because they have all the same colors. So I've had the barf before, and I've had the dead fish before, and I spit both of those out, so let's hope for a different one. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. For the record, I ended up with dead fish, and we're trying again. So I'm hoping for peach or strawberry banana smoothie. Also, I'd like to point out in the first round, the first two I got, I thought were the popcorn, but it turns out they were actually the rotten egg, and I thought they tasted fine, so there might be something wrong with my taste buds. All right, here I go. Yeah. So we've done the barf peach round a couple of times now. Sorry, I literally have barf in my mouth. He got peach the first time, and I've gotten barf all 3 times. Somebody's in this park's about to see me throw up. Thirsty pear or booger, take a little guess as to which one I got. If you can't tell by my gagging, it was booger. We're about 7 rounds into this game, and I have yet to eat a good one. Currently eating dog food while he eats chocolate pudding. All right, we're looking at moldy cheese or caramel corn, so I think we're on like round number 9 now. So if this is moldy cheese, it's not terrible, but if it's caramel corn, it's awful. So I'm not really sure what I'm eating right now. Number 10, I got my first good one. I'm eating lime. It's kind of actually refreshing after the dog food, the barf, the rotten egg, the moldy cheese, the booger. So I'll take the lime right now. All right, we're on to our final section. Tutti Frutti or Stinky Socks. I go for some fruit right now, so let's see if it's on my side now. I might have eaten 4 pairs of Stinky Socks and I don't know it. Maybe you just don't like fruit. Maybe they're actually fruit. That's why I said if it's fruit, it's really not that great. But if it's Stinky Socks, I think it tastes okay. No, don't spit it out. That was your rule. I'm just warning you, I think this is going to be worse. I think this is spoiled milk. And this is one of the worst. It's like right up there with barf. Alright. I told you! Never mind, somebody's gonna be watching 2 people throw up in the park. I can't cue it. I'm just gonna swallow it. If you keep it off to the side, you can't taste it. You can't let it touch your tongue. I'm just swallowing it. I can't chew it. You're chewing. And it's the leftover. I told you. Just like a pill. The Tutti Frutti tastes like juicy fruit. So everything you and I ate earlier was stinky socks.
I just got moldy cheese.
About to know how you got moldy cheese. Good luck. I don't know how I feel about the fact that I ate 4 stinky socks and I thought that they tasted good. All right, how's that rank with rotten milk and barf?
Oh my gosh, it's like a 7. Barf is like a 6.
What about the milk or the socks?
6.5.
So this is worse? I'm a really great friend. So I broke these open because we only had like one of like 6 different flavors left. So I broke them open to try and smell them. Because he just ate moldy cheese and I felt bad, so I tried to want to like give him something a little better. But I'm about to eat dead fish. I'm like 99.9% certain of it. So also for the record, he spit out the moldy cheese. Just saying. Oh my god. The dead fish is worse than barf, without a doubt. The after.
Just tried moldy cheese.
All right, which one did you? Oh no, you didn't eat it yet.
Yeah, I did. I got half of it.
He's a good friend, and I broke the final one, which is always the blue one's always the best one. Toothpaste or blueberry, and it's blueberry, so I shared it so we could both have something that doesn't taste terrible left in our mouths. But see, I could eat a whole box of those. So it's actually the next day. I didn't do like a little video last night or anything. After I was finished in Marietta with my friend, we did that jelly bean game, which didn't work out in my favor as usual. We had pizza for lunch. I got ice cream. We walked around a bunch of little shops. It was a really nice time. Then when I got back to the house, I just kind of hung out with my costume designer and the kids and went to bed. Kind of went to bed early because we had a big day today. Left at like 9 a.m. and now we are at her brother-in-law's house, I think. And because she's a photographer, she's a costume designer, and she's paired with a friend who's a photographer, and they're doing an underwater shoot, and it's gonna be pretty intense. Let me show you. And it's like, it's based on astrological signs and stuff, and the costume designer of my Renaissance costume designed all the costumes, so it'll be really cool to see how this is kind of done and pulled off. So I'll take a couple of videos during it because this is going to be very interesting. So the photo shoot is going. We're a little bit behind schedule, but it's just what happens. But it's worth it because these photos, I've seen one photo and they've turned out amazing. But this is Cancer.
I'll push you under. Perfect. And then you let go, and I will position the fabric on this side, and I will push off the
Capricorn.
She wants to live in it.
Don't you feel like you're
I do.
I literally am just.
This is Marcus.
Towards me.
He does photography and lighting.
Okay.
Pisces. He's beautiful. And his costume was completely hand-beaded.
Quite so much
By
open, so twist
Jennifer.
just a hair.
She's a costume designer.
Come out here though.
And then can you brush your hair off of your...
And they're photographing Capricorn. Day number 1 of the shoot is complete, and we're all exhausted, including those of us who didn't really do much. That'd be me. It was really, really cool. They did just the girls today. So it was really cool to kind of like get to see the costumes come to life and the models kind of like embody the character and kind of just see how the photographer manages being underwater. And I don't know, it's crazy. I can't understand it, but it's really, really awesome. So me and Jennifer are about to take a dip in the pool while we wait for dinner to get here, and then we'll take a dip in the jacuzzi until we go to bed. So, and then tomorrow's day 2 where we shoot the guys, but or I say we, but it's not we. I'm hardly doing anything. It's Jennifer and Megan. But yeah, it's an interesting event on my road trip, not your typical road trip stop. So it's been pretty great. Good morning or good afternoon. I'm not really sure what time it is. But we are on to day 2 of this astrological underwater shoot. Today is mostly the boys that will be shooting. Last night was pretty great. Went swimming, had Zaxby's for the first time, hung out in the hot tub, showered. And then as soon as my head hit that pillow at about 11 o'clock, I was out solid like a rock until about 7:30. So that was pretty amazing and much needed. And then this morning we just been hanging out and getting ready. We just dressed, who is this? Sagittarius?
Yep.
We just dressed Sagittarius. And he'll be next to get in the water. Yes, another full day. So I'll update you about halfway through. It's pretty chill right now because there's not a whole lot of people here yet, so we'll see.
My favorite. Look at the.
So I didn't really update throughout the day because it got a little bit crazier than we thought it would. It is 7:15 and we are currently shooting the last person, and it is
Can't see all of them.
Aries.
And we're back to that. So
I think you can, yeah, you can kind of see him back there. Let me go closer actually, because his costume's really cool. So this is
If you get a
Aries.
stronger strap, I can orient the helmet however you need it. It's
So
just that
it's really cool. So we're just kind of like problem solving costume issues. The costume isn't the issue, it's actually the water. So I've got a an hour drive to where I'm gonna be sleeping tonight. So, and then we still have to clean up and pack up everything here. So could be a long night. That's a wrap. Shoot's done. Stuff is being taken down, taken out to cars. I have a feeling the photographer might be asleep somewhere. Oh no, there she is. She should be asleep somewhere. Everybody's gonna sleep real good tonight. I'm very excited to see what these photographs turn out to be. So, but we all have to wait until November because that's when the gallery is. It'll be in Georgia, either Woodstock or Atlanta. So I will actually be coming back for that because super stoked to see how all this hard work turned out and the art and beautifulness that came out of it. I'm going to finish loading up and then I am headed to Canton, Georgia. The only thing they have there for me is a Planet Fitness with Wi-Fi and showers, so that's the only reason I'm going there. But yeah, it has been an incredibly busy 2 days. I have never witnessed anything like this in my life, just artists coming together and creating magic, and I'm super grateful and thankful that I got to be a part of something like this. And even if I wasn't invited, I would come to the next one because it's quite interesting just to even, I don't know, I can't really explain it. And it probably sounds dumb, but to watch people's visions and ideas actually happen and come to life and create art and beauty, there aren't really words for it. So, and all the people that were a part of this, it was definitely not a one-man show or two-man show or three-man show. It required everybody. So it was really cool to see all the teamwork that went into it too. So I absolutely loved every piece of the process, the heat, the mishaps. It was all just part of the process, and I'm stoked for the next one, which is apparently in May. So we'll see. But yeah, so I'm gonna wrap up here and head to Canton. I'd like to add, this is the first time I've put on shoes in 2 days because I've been around a pool for 2 whole days. It feels weird. I made it to Canton, Georgia, which actually wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. It wasn't a bad drive. I'm actually sitting in the Planet Fitness parking lot. I was supposed to go into Planet Fitness and use their Wi-Fi and hang out on their couches and stuff, but I got in the parking lot and I was like, just no. I'm so tired. So I did go in, checked out their showers because I'll use those in the morning, checked out their couches and outlet situation and Wi-Fi situation because I'll use all that tomorrow morning. So once I wake up, I'm going to come here and use all that for a little bit, and then I'll go head out to do what I'm going to do tomorrow. But for now, I'm going to drive to the hotel and park, clean my car out and organize it a little bit, and then go to bed. Like, I am so tired. I cannot believe everything that I witnessed this past weekend. The teamwork, the problem solving, the support from each other, the friendships, the creativity, the generosity, the kindness. Like, there was so much awesome that happened this weekend. Some of it related to the art and the photo shoot, but some of it also just related to the people that I got to interact with and get to know and help and work with and be friends with. Like, it was just, the whole weekend was so special. And I cannot wait to kind of be reunited with these people again in November at the gallery. So I'm really looking forward to that. But right now, I'm really looking forward to getting my bed out so I can go to sleep.